Welcome back, viewers. And if you're just joining us, this is Breakfast Daily right here on Citi TV. And right now we are about to talk to, some wonderful ladies. And these ladies are sitting beside me. But first, I'm sure you've heard about, Mr. and Miss Autism. And it's been happening for a while now. And the CEO is right here with us. And she's going to be telling us all about it. And the CEO is no other person. She's not actually a visitor here. And it's no other person than Afi Antonio of Afi Antonio Foundation. Hi, Afi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
How is everything?
Everything is fine.
I mean, I see all the work that you've been doing. I mean, apart from Mr. and Miss Autism that you organize, I mean, Afi is actually very well known in the philanthropic world, and she has helped so many people and changed their life. Thank you for all you do, Afi.
Thank you too.
But yes, you are here today because of, Mr. and Miss Autism.
Yeah.
Tell us all about this.
Okay, so Mr. and Miss Autism, I put this together to help curb stigmatization. Because when I started working with children living with autism, most of the parents were not comfortable coming out with their children. Even trying to get contestants for the event this year was very stressful and tiring, because most of them are like, because people laugh at them, mock them, call them river children, the parents are cursed and all that. So most of them lock them at home.
Right.
There are a lot of people working out there with children like that, but no one knows that they have children like that. So I decided to put this together after I did the first ever talent show, Autism talent show, like 5 years ago. I decided to change it into the pageant where I can do it every year. So the main focus is to help, curb the stigma, because I feel that when society, people come to this event and they see what these children can also do, that will make them understand and now accept them and know that they are different, but they are not less, So that's the main reason why I put this together.
Right. And also besides you, we have like two beautiful women, Mrs. Esther Obane and Mrs. Diana Abla Ayivor, and Miss Diana Ayivor, and they are all parents of autistic children.
Yes.
You're all welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. I just want to ask, how does it feel for your kids to be part of this event?
I feel happy.
You feel happy? Yeah.
Because it will create more awareness.
Right.
Yes.
And how important is awareness to you?
Very important because of the stigmatization shown by the public to our children. So when this event takes place, then people will know that these children are not supposed to be hidden, but to come out, so that society will know that they need to be accepted.
Right. And is this the first time that your kids are being like part of a competition or a show that puts them out there?
No, 5 years ago, Afi did it in modeling, and they were part of the
they were part of it. Yeah.
The talent show.
The talent show, yes.
Yeah, so they're not they're not new to it.
No,
right?
they're not new to it. This is their second time. Yeah.
Okay. And how does this make you feel?
Good.
Okay, does it have an impact on them? Like maybe after the whole show, do they come back happier? Are they excited about it? I mean, you're the parents, so only you know how they feel.
My children are the type who love going out. They love new things. So they are excited about it. They don't know what's going on yet. But when they come back from an event, they are more excited than before. So it's something that's big for them.
Okay,
yes.
okay, Madam Esther. I just want to ask, like, how does it feel having an autistic child?
It's a big thing, and sometimes as a parent, you feel sad that why me? You keep asking yourself, why me? But with time, and you see the gift that child is having, you become happy, you try to support that person. So I think I'm okay with that.
Right. So how old is your child?
24 years.
24 years.
Yes.
And how has it been during these 24 years?
Yeah, it has been a great journey and ups and downs, but we never give up, and we try to do the best we can, especially as a parent, as a mother. So I've been giving her all the support, and we thank Afi for bringing us out.
Right. So is this the first time she's actually joining this competition, or has she also been part of it since the whole 5 years, the past 5 years?
No, this is her first time. Yes, this is her first time.
And how does she feel?
She's so happy. She wants to move. She wants to show what she's having. And this is our first time.
Okay. All right. So, Afi, can you take us through the whole selection process of Mr. and Miss Autism?
Okay. So, I usually sometimes reach out to parents. Before, I used to reach out through the centers. And they will say they will have to talk to the parents. If the parents agree, then they will allow them to come. And as usual, they don't want people to know they have children like that. So then I targeted talking to the parents myself. And some that saw it on social media will reach out to me and want to find out how their child can be part of it and all that. So that's how I'm able to, you know, find the contestant. But this year was extremely difficult. All the people we knew that I felt would want to be part, their parents said no, they were not interested.
Wow.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Is there any
the
reason?
stigma? They don't want people to know they have children on the spectrum. So some of them have special caregivers that come to their house to, you know, take care of the children. So they don't even take them to the centers. Those who are rich have that, you know. So this year was quite a challenge, but thank God I was able to, you know, get the children.
Okay, so how do you actually ensure the safety and comfort for attendees with autism? Because I'm sure it's not only the contestants will be there. I'm sure they also have other, you know, autistic children that want to be around and experience. So how do you ensure their safety, even for the contestants?
Oh, their safety is assured because we have She Guard on board. There will be the security on the day. They are sponsoring us, and I'm grateful. They saw my post on social media and they reached out. They said they've worked with special needs children before, so this won't be their first time doing that. So we'll have security there and everything will be fine. This is not the first time, and we've not had any casualties or anything like that before, so I don't think anything like that, you know, will happen. Yeah.
So it's been 3 years that you've been organizing this, and what impact has it made to, you know, the autistic, will I say autistic world or autistic children? What impact has it made to them? Okay,
so remember, my focus is to help curb the stigmatization. And with what I've started so far, at least the education is out there. A lot of people now know more about autism than before. And when my name is mentioned, people are like, oh, the autism, you know. So at least I can see that there's improvement. Although it's slow, it's catching up. So I'm praying that with time, whatever that we are hoping to gain out of this event, we'll be able to achieve it. That is zero stigma, so that parents living with children like that will feel free and walk around with their children, you know.
Okay, so talking about parents and kids, parents living with kids with autism, is there any way that you are actually engaging individuals with autism and their families to ensure that, okay, it's important for your voice to be heard? Maybe you do not want to participate in this, but it's important for your voice to be heard. Are you doing any of that?
You know, there was this woman that called me after one of the TV interviews I went last year. So she called me this year and was like, oh, she saved my number last year when I was having the pageant. So she thought that I had a center or a home where I take care of the children. So she said she wanted to have her child join. And I said, no, I don't have a home. I deal with the children individually through their parents. Then I spoke to her about the pageant, if she would love the child to be part of this year's pageant. I tried convincing her. She said, okay, she'll get back to me. And unfortunately, when she got back, I've already gotten all the contestants. I think she took too long in thinking about it, you know, whether the child should be part or not. But when she reached out, I was like, oh, I've already gotten the number of contestants that I want. So it's very difficult for parents to, you know, come to. I remember when we went for one interview, Auntie Dinah said, hey, Afi, people called me and they were like, hey, I saw you on, I posted one of her videos on Facebook, I didn't tell her. So she called, she sent a voice note. and she was like, hey, people were, you know, a lot of people, sometimes your friends will ask that, why did you join that pageant? You want people to know that you have, why? You know, so most of the people around them are also encouraging them to hide the children.
Oh.
Yes. that is also an issue. And most of their friends would, you know, abandon them because they have children like that. I remember Auntie Dinah telling a story like that some time ago where we went for one interview. Like, most of her friends abandoned her, like, because she has children like that.
Wow.
So the stigma is a serious thing, but it's like, we just say it like, oh, but it's very serious, and it has a lot of impact on the parents, you know. Yeah. It's not easy taking care of one child, even one, living on the spectrum. How much more twins?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
And Auntie Diana has twins?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Auntie Esther, you've been doing this for 24 years, and have you gotten any sort of stigmatization or maybe people abandoning you because you have a child with autism?
Yes, I've experienced from my own family. Wow. Because none of my siblings is having something like that. So it happened that, and it's like they were staying away from us. So I have to leave home where I was staying with them, have to go far away.
Wow.
And then, yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was a very big thing.
Right,
yeah.
Right. But 24 years, you're doing it and you're still doing it. I just want to say congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
more grace to your elbow. And may God continue to guide you on this journey. Yeah. And I know the wonderful lady is actually on the other side, and the twins are actually here. Hello, guys. How are you? Okay, so let me talk to the lady. How are you? How's everything? Okay, so are you excited to be part of, you know, the Miss and Mr. Autism? Wow. Okay, so what should we expect from you? Are you going to be dancing, singing? What are you going to do?
Yeah, she's doing flip-flops.
Oh, you're going to be making beaded flip-flops. That's what you do?
Yeah.
So when are you going to make one for me? But you're happy being part of it, right? What's your name? Sarah. Sarah, how old are you?
24.
24. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. It's nice talking to you. We'll talk after the show, okay? Wow, wow, wow. Sarah is 24 and she's autistic, and she doesn't even look it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have come far.
Well,
Yeah.
You've come far.
The crying side is off.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because it was not easy. With a girl, have to do your menses and all that, and she doesn't understand why she has to use pad and etc. It wasn't easy. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Yeah, so she's my best friend, and I have to draw her close to me to be able to be doing it gradually, and we have come to this far.
Okay, now she understands how to use all that, right?
Yeah, she understands it now.
Okay, but now there are different types of autism, or will I call them spectrums of autism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
It
you,
varies.
Yeah, so
you
can
know?
you take us through some of that? Because obviously, if I see her on the road, I'm not even going to believe she's autistic. Like, she's even talking to me normally.
Yeah, most of them don't look it until you start talking to them, you start interacting with them, then you realize there's a problem, because it has to do with communication, how the brain processes information. That's autism, you know. So when you try talking to them, that's when you get to know that, this child has a problem, but you can't really see it on them unless the person's autism is very severe. We have those who are severe and bedridden.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes, we have that as well. So they are, you know, I don't want to say lucky, but they are fortunate that they are able to move about and do all those things. Yeah.
Right. So, Auntie Diana, you have two, and I'm sure there are other people watching you right now that probably are in the same predicament as you, and wondering, how are you doing it? What advice would you actually give them?
I'll keep saying it, and I always say that just take one day at a time. Don't look at the whole staircase. Just take one step at a time. You know, when you think about how am I going to do it, it's going to be difficult.
Right. Okay.
Because it wasn't easy for me as well. Very difficult, handling the two of them, especially when they don't sleep at all.
Right.
For 7 years, we were not sleeping. But I just said, this thing will pass, this too shall pass. You know? So I just take one day at a time. You don't have to think about the stigmatization. When you think about it, you cannot do it. Because I had a lot of that from friends, from few relatives as well. But All you have to do is to embrace your child yourself. If you are not able to love your child, don't expect society to love that child.
Right.
That's very, very important.
Right, right.
It took 2 years for Marvin to give me a hug in return. You know, I wake up every day, but I was expecting that hug. So every morning I was hugging him, and then he would just stay like this. 2 years to get a smile from him. But I didn't give up.
Right.
So don't give up on your child. If you give up on your child or think that this is this, then you're going to hide the child, and that's when the problem comes.
Right. Okay. So, Afi, can you take us through the event? When is it happening? What time is it? Where? And, you know, how people can actually come through?
Okay, so the event is happening on the 29th of April, this coming Saturday, and it will be at 3 Music headquarters. They are partners, so we are having it in their premises from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and we are going to have gospel musician Jayana perform. We are going to have Nana, the violinist, also performing. It's going to be fun. And this year I added the exhibition part of it, so the children are going to exhibit their talent, what they can do, and we hope that the guests that will come would want to buy some of the things that they produce. So yeah, we are going to really have fun. And I also want to say a big thank you to Kweku David. He was there when all this started. He did our first photo shoot with Nanaya. That was the first girl I started with before all this is unfolding. So I want to say thank you to Kweku David.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tickets?
No, it's a charity show, so we are not selling tickets.
Cool. Okay.
We are not taking money from anyone. If you want to attend, just reach out to me on my social media handles at Afi Antonio, AFIANTONIO, or you can WhatsApp me on 0246 827 858, 0246 827 858. And I would love to say thank you to our title sponsor, Verna. We are so grateful to them. They've always been with us since day one, so I'm very grateful to them.
All right. Thank you so much. And we just saw, you know, some pictures of, you know, the past event, and I'm sure it promises to be great. So please come out and support them this Friday, right?
Saturday.
No, this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday.
Please come out and support them this Saturday at the Tree Music
headquarters.
Yes. Okay. I would like to say thank you, aunties, for coming. It was really nice having you on the show, and you have inspired me so much. And I hope other women out there that are, going through the same predicament, listen, take one step at a time, and remember it's your children and no one can do it for you, so you really need to be strong. Thank you. God bless you. And Diana, Sarah, I'll be waiting to get my, beaded shoe, okay?
She actually brought some of the things too,
Is it here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I would have loved to show it right now, but, we have to move into the next segment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Afi.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
Thanks to Citi TV for having us.